Hello guys and welcome back to this channel Pion Tragisch with me, Disrespectable. Today I have prepared a special match day against Pioji. So two of the bottom teams, him and me, are battling it out to attempt pushing upwards in the ladder or in the standings. And yeah, Matchday 7 versus the Ferocious Ferrothorns with this neatly designed logo of Super Ferrothorn 64. And yeah, I definitely don't want to touch this thing. So let's jump right into my team. First off, we have a special set with Selectberry Primarina. The thing of the set is that I want to abuse the torrent ability of Primarina, and also I had some issues with Primarina speed, therefore I wanted to give it a speed boost, and it's a very special set for the Dracofish in his team on the right hand side, since Dracofish is pretty much destroying everything in my team. Including Primarina, even though Fish's Rent is resisted, it still does like 60-70%. If it's banded, it does over 70%. Therefore, I got a lot of death and HP investment, so I can live and choice band Fisher's Rent, and then I am in range of Selectberry and Torrent. And afterwards I can claim a kill with my Moonblast if it's banded, and if it's choice, then I have my Staraptor, which I will explain later. But I expect a choice banned Dracofish. Then we have sub and combined if the Dracofish doesn't come, or if it's been dealt with, and so the other possible outcome would be to sub until we are in the Selectberry range, then combined, and then have Torrent activated. Next up we have the Diancie Mega. Diancie Mega is another fairy type I bring because he doesn't have the greatest fairy type resists. I have Diamond Storm, Combined Earthpower Draining Kiss, so yet again a combined set. Since if Dracofish is gone, then Combine can do a lot here. After a +1 boost, I can pretty much KO everything, except maybe Mimikyu due to his passive, and Slowbro, but Slowbro doesn't do that much back. And yeah, so another fairy commanding setup. Then we have the Choice Scarf Raptor with Intimidate. As I said, it's going to be my Scarfer this week's of choice, since it can revenge the Excadrill with close combat. It can also Brave Bird the Dracofish or the X-Cloud if it's going to be Scarf for whatever reason. So it's overall my best bet here, and I have the Facade if I get burned eventually, or Toxic, whatever. And yeah, I think it's going to be a good addition. Then we have Guzzlord with the Lumberry. As you all know, Lumberry is my favorite item on Gus, since it tends to be status in any way. I have Drain Punch for Taranta and stuff. Then we have Stone Edge for the Rotom. Then we have Fire Blast for the Buzzwole. And then we have Knockoff. Then we have a Jetpack Scissor with Superpower U-Turn Roost Defog. It's Defogger this time, but since I don't have any move that is boosted by Technician, I have Swarm. So we can at least boost the U-Turn. The Superpower Jetpack thing is just for so that Cicero isn't set up. How's it called? A mon that can easily be set up on after the drops of Superpower. So we can switch out afterwards, and it's the same at least once as if we would have clicked the U-Turn. So for example, we can Superpower the Chansey, pivot out afterwards, and so if it tends to teleport, which it does a lot, then we can at least ensure that we get a different mon in that's maybe more threatening than a -1 Scissor. And then we have Palisand with Stealth Rock show up, Toxic Shadow Ball. Yeah, Toxic is just here to prevent mons from being annoying. For example, the Taranta Mega and Buzzwole. and the rest is hit by Shadow Ball easily. So yeah, that's it. So see you guys in the battle. So guys, here we are in the battle against Pioji, and yeah, as always, post commentary in the NPBA due to the times I have to fight. This week I had to post commentary, to post comment all my 3 battles, since there was some background noise going on due to my parents moving stuff out of the chamber upstairs. And yeah, so as we can see, he brought the Dracofish as expected. It's a pain, and it's still a pain. We have Exploud, Tyranitar, Rotom, Chelkerain, or Grottle, sorry, which is totally not expected, and the Chansey. Yeah, but I say let's jump right into it. I lead with Diancie because Diancie looks good against most of the stuff. Of course, I was still thinking that this Dracofish is banned, not so Diancie outspeeds it. We have Exploud, which is most likely Choice Specs, Life Orb something, so we outspeed it as well, and the rest we can handle. And he starts with Chansey. I start out with a Diamond Storm and see that it does less than I expected, which I don't know why, so I calced something wrong. I thought it's going to be a free KO easily, but yeah, I screwed up with the calc, so it's only 29%. He teleports out, goes into the Dracofish. I would have loved to have a defense boost here, but I don't think I would have stayed in anyway. So Priorina has to come in onto the Fish's Rant, and as we can see, it's not choice banned. Otherwise, we would have taken over 70%, which is ridiculous, but it's 58%. So Dracofish does what Dracofish does. And we are not in range yet for our Select Berry. He switches out though for whatever reason. He could have easily claimed the kill, but he was maybe scared of a Scarf Primarina, which I brought already. On hindsight though, yeah, I don't think I would have outspeed if it's Scarf itself. And then I switch into Gusloud, taking the Fish's Rent at least twice. But he switches into Grottle, fine by me. I get rid of its Eviol Light, and he goes straight for the Stealth Rocks. And afterwards I Fire Blast it, expecting it to be physical defensive, but it takes literally no damage. Here I expected a switch out, since I didn't think he's going to sack his Grottle yet, but he was willed to do it. And so I go for the Fire Blast afterwards, and he reveals he has Leash Seeds. And at this point we know that he has no attack at all. So I pivot into the Scissor and get rid of all this annoying stuff. And now he makes a double, expecting my... I don't know what he really expected though. I think Pelosant. Yeah, my Pelosant. But I go into the Guzzlord and go straight for the Drain Punch, since there's really no drawback, and at this point it's a 2 KO with Fire Blast, so he makes a great double into Dracofish, which resists fire 4 times. And at this point I have to stay in, since I have to switch out. Since Guzzlord is really valuable for the later stages of the game, and if he goes for the Dragon attack, then we are screwed. That's why I switch into the Primarina. So he doubles out though, so thank god I don't have to 50-50, and I have the opportunity to set up a substitute, since this Grottle can't touch me. And we get the speed boost, the Sandstorm Ants, and I set up a Combined. He teleports out with his Chansey, most likely that reveals that he doesn't have Seismic Toss at this point, and I can go for a Surf. And he also said he doesn't know why he switched into Rotom. I don't know either, but thankfully for me, we get rid of the Rotom here. And yeah, I attack the Explorer with Moonblast, it lives though, and he goes straight for the Boom Burst and kills me. So maybe staying in with or commanding again with Primarina on the Rotom would have been the play. Depending on what he would have done, my substitute wouldn't even break, and I could claim a KO on this Explode afterwards. But if the substitute breaks, he can go into Dracofish and revenge me, so not the best case scenarios anyway, so I'm fine with this. And now my Staraptor comes in. He is scrappy at Adrenaline Orb though. So scrappy of course I knew, but Adrenaline Orb was really unfortunate since I now have to fear the Boom Burst coming from a speedy Exploud. But since we are Scarf ourselves and fully speed, we can kill it with a U-turn, thank God. But this monster comes in, he goes straight for the Ice Fang, we live it, and we can go for the knock, and which is really valuable since now he has the Serenity to switch around moves, but the Fish's Rent isn't that scary anymore since Staraptor is definitely faster now, and also Diancie can always kill it. He claims a KO on the Guzzlord though, since I really can't switch in anything, I have to stay in. And now my Diancie comes in, I go for the Draining Kiss, and afterwards for the Core Mind, since this Chansey can't really touch me. He teleports out, and now the Tyranitar is in. If I would have gone for 3 Core Minds and not 2, and a Draining Kiss, then I would have been able to kill this Tyranitar, but now it was a roll, so I couldn't afford to stay in. If he goes for the Earthquake, I would have died. He goes for the Rock Tomb though, lowers my my speed and forces Sisso out. And I go into Staraptor, since Staraptor is actually able to superpower here and claim a KO. Close combat, I mean. And yeah, Grotle doesn't have Eviolite anymore, so close combat is definitely a KO, and I get rid of it. So no more rocks for the enemy side. But here I have to be careful since first of all, Thunder Wave is a possibility. Second of all, this close combat means that if he teleports afterwards, the Dracofish has a free switch in. Which he can always do. He has 2 mons with Stealth Rocks, which is really annoying, so I don't know why he plays Stealth Rocks on Grotle and on Chansey. It's really unfortunate. And here I get unfortunate as well. I skip back. I wanted to superpower the Chansey, but I got no chance to do it since of the para. And now Dracofish comes back, and I don't know, the stank sets are too much for me since he is Choice Scarf Rest. Revealing that he can heal himself back up. I mean, it's even worse if he would have just attacked, but I think he expected me to in some point knock off the scarf. So I get parried once more, and he gets the rest Sleep Talk though. I finally get the U-turn off and go into Diancie, and he is now forced to switch out. Here I go for the Draining Kiss again. As always, I should have just commanded. And so I go command now. And this time though, I'm only at +1, but I'm going to straight up attack. And he misses his Rock Tomb, and that's pretty much GG for him now. Since I can command set up my Diancie now and claim the rest of the KOs and win the game with Diancie. So that's it. That's the fight, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.